It's pretty obvious why we're putting these three side by side. TrimUI Smart Pro S, Mangmi Air X, and even Ayaneo Pocket Air Mini sit in almost the same price range. They all try to do similar things, and because of that, a lot of people are going to end up asking, which one is more worth it out of the three? Starting with the Smart Pro S, the successor to the original TrimUI Smart Pro. This one still feels like the simple option. It's lightweight and small, pretty comfortable to hold for long hours. The screen is decent. I mean, it gets the job done for PSP and older systems. Smart Pro S upgrades over the original model include a more powerful chip, an active cooling exhaust fan, a raised D-pad with a proper pivot, clickable TMR magnetic joysticks, and a 10-point capacitive touchscreen. If you didn't know the other two handhelds exist, you would probably consider it a decent device. But once you put it next to them, it feels kind of lacking. The reason the original TrimUI Smart Pro was like a crazy good deal, you were getting a solid handheld for around $50 to $60, and even if the software wasn't perfect, the community made it better over time. It felt like you were getting more than what you paid for. But price of Smart Pro S went up close to $100, and at that point, people expect more performance, not just small improvements. And on top of all that, it still has that 1 GB RAM limit, so it can't really move beyond PSP level gaming. And when other devices around the same price can go further with Android and better specs, the Smart Pro S just doesn't stand out the same way the original did. Then there's Ayaneo Pocket Air Mini. It's a big improvement from TrimUI Smart Pro S. First thing you notice is the build. Almost premium, but also a bit heavy for its size. And because it's small and tighter, it can feel a little cramped depending on your hand size. The 4:3 screen is the main highlight here. For older systems like PS1 or even GameCube, it fits perfectly. No stretching or black bars, it just looks right. But use it enough and you start noticing the trade-offs. That screen has some ghosting, which can be distracting in motion. And the Android it has is not well optimized for this display. Performance is better than Smart Pro S. It comfortably runs 3DS, GameCube, and PS2 games. While it requires some tinkering in the emulator settings to get the heavy games running at full speed, the device physically has the muscle to do it, something the Smart Pro S cannot physically attempt. The Ayaneo Pocket Air Mini ultimately loses to the Mangmi Air X because it fails to balance its premium price tag with a polished, comfortable user experience. It's plagued by noticeable screen ghosting on its smaller 4.2-inch 4:3 panel, a severe drawback for fast-paced retro gaming. Ayaneo's overly dense, cramped design leads to hand fatigue and awkward thumb collisions with the right stick, while its bloated, poorly optimized Android interface makes navigating the smaller screen a frustrating chore. The Mangmi Air X effectively outclasses both the Ayaneo Pocket Air Mini and the TrimUI Smart Pro S by striking a much better balance between raw hardware, software flexibility, and ergonomics. It's running on a Snapdragon chip, and even though on paper the Ayaneo's processor might look slightly stronger, in actual use the Mangmi just works better for emulation, because the Snapdragon architecture provides vastly superior driver compatibility for emulators. The 4 GB RAM also helps a lot. Unlike the TrimUI, which hits a hard wall pretty quickly, Mangmi Air X has enough headroom to handle heavier games. The screen is also better than the other two. It's larger and sharper, and just easier to enjoy for PSP or even DS with side-by-side layouts. On top of that, the Android experience here feels cleaner and less cluttered than Ayaneo. And if you go the extra step with custom firmware, it gets even better. The Mangmi Air X delivers the exact features its competitors stumble on. It avoids the severe hardware bottleneck by offering 4 GB of RAM and a fully unlocked, bloat-free Android ecosystem, granting users the memory and software flexibility to push past PSP limit of TrimUI Smart Pro. At the same time, it completely avoids the hardware pitfalls of the Ayaneo Pocket Air Mini by trading a cramped layout and ghosting-prone display for a pristine 5.5-inch 1080p screen and highly comfortable, well-spaced controls. By providing the best display, the highest performance ceiling, the most refined ergonomics and software to match all that at a highly competitive $116 price point, the Mangmi Air X is the best handheld you will get in this tier.